In a world where cities are in danger, where evil and monsters prey on the weak, there's only one hero strong enough to save them all. That hero's name is...
Someone you and your friends can't decide on. My name's Edison Lopez, and I'm going to show you how you can resolve this problem in my game, Heroes Aren't Born. Heroes Aren't Born is a fighting deck building game for 2 to 6 players, all about learning powers and attacking your friends to become the main hero of the comic book. The game plays around 20 to 30 minutes for small groups and an hour with larger groups for ages 12 and up. To get started, let's choose our hero. You can choose one of the 10 available heroes, 2 in each of the 5 classes. Fighters, Mind, DNA, Magic, and Weapons, each with their own unique abilities on the back of them. For this example, we'll choose Boxer and Mutant. We'll talk more about the hero card info in a bit. Like other deck builders, you'll all start off with the same amount of starter cards in which you will shuffle together, creating your deck. Now let's see what you can do. I'll give you a brief look of what you can do during your turn. Let's start with learning powers. To learn power cards, you'll need to use the brain power located at the bottom left of each card. You'll then choose which power cards you can learn in the training dojo. There are 3 rows in the dojo: attacks that deal damage to players, defense that protects you from damage, and events that can control and manipulate decks as well as giving you a boost to your attacks. These can all be identified with the blue box to the left. There's also combo cards to learn quicker in the early game, and sticky bombs that can explode in a player's face. When you learn cards, you'll look at the power level located on the bottom right to determine how much brain power you'll need to learn it. For this example, Boxer will choose to learn Uppercut. This is where things get interesting. If you are the same hero type as the card you're learning, you get to learn it for 1 brain power less, so this Uppercut would be worth 4 for Boxer. But we're not done yet. Boxer's top ability allows him to learn every melee power card for 1 less. Each hero has 2 abilities that they can use during a game, the top one for learning and the bottom one for playing. If we look at Uppercut again, we can see that it's a melee attack. There are 3 types of attacks: melee and projectile for direct attacks, and area for AoE attacks. These only apply to the attack power cards. The Boxer ends up learning Uppercut for only 3 brain power. Boxer puts the cards he uses in front of them and puts the power card directly into their discard pile face up. Later in the game, you'll be able to play the power cards you've learned. When you do, instead of using its brain power, you'll turn it to its side and use any energy points it requires located on the top left. You always have 3 energy points during your turn, so keep that in mind. When you play power cards, look at the text in the white box and follow what the card ability does. Make sure to keep an eye on the symbols and bold text. When attacking, say which cards are attacking who. For this attack, Mutant will be dealing damage to Boxer. When the Mutant is done playing cards, the Boxer will turn their health dial to however much damage he was dealt. When playing a defense card, you'll gain the amount of defense a card gives you. For this example, Boxer will play a defense card on their turn and turn their defense dial below. Defense only stays for 1 round, so on your next turn, you'll reset your defense back to 0. Some cards will have the word react on their card text. React cards can help during a round, but they must be in your hand. Make sure to follow the conditions of the card to play it effectively. There's also an item shop that you can use during your play phase to help aid you, as well as a status token reference for cards that give statuses. This can be found at the bottom of all hero cards. The end game is simple: bring all the other heroes' health points down to 0. The only victory point in this game is knowing you're the strongest hero there is. With 165 unique power cards to learn from, your hero will never be the same. Knock out the competition and become the main character of the story in Heroes Aren't Born. Thank you for watching.